Hello, and welcome to the Quaker Cinema's review show. Today, we're going to review the movie The Princess of the Row. Now, this movie is part of our upcoming film festival called the Tuscarawas Valley Film Festival. And this will also be a free showing on what day?
It's going to be on August the 26th, next Monday at 7 p.m. The doors open at 6:30, and it is free to come out and check out and see what the film festival is all about.
All right. Now, that's Mike Ernest. I'm Will Ernest. We have Gerry and Don Whittingham. Don's joining us today. He's been a great supporter of the film festival. We're happy to have him reviewing the movie with us. Now, Mike, we'll go to you first. What did you think of the movie?
I thought Princess of the Row was certainly worthy of being the audience choice at the Cleveland International Film Festival. It tells the story of a young girl, Alicia, and her father. If they said his name, I missed it, but he essentially is a veteran who has suffered a traumatic brain injury, severe PTSD, and they essentially live on Skid Row in Los Angeles. And in the next hour and a half of the film, you see what they experience in a life that is in and out of problems. I think it does a good depiction of someone who has mental health problems. There's ups and there are downs, and that's how this movie is. And it's the struggle that they have to get by, and really her as more of the parent, as the child, parent-child relationship. She is the parent in this movie, I think. And I think she does a wonderful job. The name again is Alicia's
Anna Buck.
Anna Buck?
I think so.
Is certainly, I think, someone we are going to be hearing from in the future. I liked it a lot.
Thanks, Mike. Jerry?
It was a very interesting movie. It starts off and it shows the seedy side of life, I do believe, in Los Angeles. So that was kind of eye-opening. But then it's all about the struggles of this girl and her father. And what was very interesting is it shows the girl's love for her father and how she will do anything to try to make her and her father stay together. Very good movie.
Thanks, Jerry. Don?
I really enjoyed this film. It was very reminiscent of another film that's out right now called The Last Black Man in San Francisco, The Last Black Man in San Francisco focuses on San Francisco. This is more LA, Skid Row, but the cinematography is very similar. A lot of good camera angles, a lot of good lighting that really exemplify a lot of the dramatic aspects of certain scenes. The music was very interesting too. It complemented a lot of the dramatic episodes in the film. I think it touches on a lot of current subjects that many people care about. PTSD of our returning veterans, and the homeless problem, and how do we address that as a society. That's interwoven throughout the plot of the father-daughter relationship and how it's being stressed with the PTSD and the daughter trying to figure out what to do, how to best handle it being an adolescent. And I really like the representation of the unicorn, which is almost representative of her breaking free and being a magical creature. It was an analogous of her character. So if I had to rate the film, I'd give it a solid 4 out of 5, maybe a 4.5, so I highly recommend it.
Well, comparing it to the movie of The Last Black Man in San Francisco, that's high praise. And that was, I believe, the Audience Choice Award at Sundance.
I think you're right.
And this movie, I know, it was the Audience Choice Award of the Cleveland Film Festival, both big film festivals. And I think just the bottom line of this movie is just that it's a great movie. It's it's good. I mean, you compare it to even some of the mainstream movies out, which is why I'm going to give it, compared to the others, 4 Qs. Mike?
I'm going to stray here from my usual cues because I don't think it's not fair. The best thing I can tell you is I really want folks in the community to come out and check out these films. It's almost analogous to Major League Baseball and Minor League Baseball. It's hard to compare the two. But if you go to, say for example, a AAA baseball game and you say to yourself, how can these guys not be in the major leagues? They are that good. That's what this movie's like. you can go to it and say, I don't see the difference between this and the major movies. So that's my best way to describe it. I think you'll walk away from it saying, how come we aren't seeing more films like this?
Thanks, Mike. Jerry?
I thought it compared favorably to big budget movies. I'd give it 4 Qs.
4 Qs. Did you give it a Q? Or are you just
Well,
not going to? You're just not
I don't
going
think
to.
it's not fair, but
I gotcha.
I think it's a great film.
All right. And then you
I
said
kind of already commented on my 4, which elevated to a 4.5 on the Qs.
All right. So that wraps up our review. Is there anything more to add on it?
We hope you come out and check out the film festival. It starts in September, and on Monday, August the 26th, check out Princess of the Row. This is a film by Max Carlson